Well, don't you worry. We'll get a break somehow.
Yes, Norman. Somehow we'll get Mr. Kenny to see our...
Oh, he hasn't been here for weeks.
But he will be maybe any night now. Really, he will, Norman.
We can just hold out.
We can.
If we do, it'll be due to you, Dottie. And after I get to be a success, you know the first thing I'm going to do?
What now?
I'm going to get you front row tickets for opening night.
Look at the cigarette ashes out of it. I don't suppose anyone's heard from Tony, have they?
He's trying out for a job. Isn't that enough? He said so, didn't he?
Yes. Well, I've never heard of a show trying out in Monmouth, New Jersey. I can't understand.
I suppose just because they've always opened shows in Atlantic City, I suppose they've got to keep on doing it for the rest of their lives, I suppose.
No, it just seems strange. He's been gone so long.
All right. Maybe it's a good show. You ever thought of that? And besides, I want Tony back here just as much as you do. It's his turn to wash the dishes.
Well, don't you think he'd send notices or something if it were?
Oh, for Pete's sake, so Tony isn't here. So we haven't heard from him. So is that going to kill anybody?
I really ought to see Tony.
Why?
Oh, no!
Pray it's a job.
Pray it's a job. Pray it's a job. Pray it's a job.
Hello? Yes. What's that? Yes, this is Miss Coburn's apartment. You're what? You're who? Mr. Coburn. Mr. Coburn? You mean the Mr. Coburn who's Dottie's father? Well, me? Oh, I'm Norman. I'm Norman. Well, sure. Who'd you think? It's the janitor I am. It's after fixing a little leak in the radiator I came up about. Yes. I imagine you'd like to be speaking to your little chickadee, Miss Coburn. Erin Gabral, Shamrock and Shillelaghs. I'll fetch her. It's your father, Doc.
Silly, he wouldn't call long distance unless he was dead or something serious.
It's something serious, because he's on the phone. Shit, Dottie's dead.
Hello? Daddy, very careful. Why, it is Daddy. Well, I just said, why, it is Daddy. Wasn't that all right? Well, I said it to Norman. He's the one that answered the phone. Norman? Why, he's...
Tell him I'm the janitor.
He says he's the janitor. Why, don't be silly. Of course not. In New York? Men? Oh, Daddy, that's silly. Oh, why don't you come over and see for yourself?
Tell him to walk. It's good exercise.
Walk, Daddy. It's good exercise. All right, Daddy. Hurry up just as slow as you can. All right, Daddy. Goodbye. Isn't it wonderful? Daddy's at the station. He's coming right over. That's just lovely. I bet that was the surprise that Muriel had for me.
Dottie, did he say he thought there were men here?
Well, yes. Now, I suppose you knew that.
Ye gods.
That Muriel.
I knew we should have destroyed her.
If we lose Dottie, we don't eat.
George, let's pack our clothes and get out of here.
Won't take me long to pack mine.
Dottie, for heaven's sake, go get dressed up in something.
Yeah, something real feminine so you look like you don't do anything.
That's why you put on a lot of hand lotion, Dottie. All right. Hurry up, boy.
These are all my things.
Yeah, let's don't be too particular about packing them.
Your coat, George. Put it in here. Overshoes in the kitchen. Where's your raincoat?
Okay, get my raincoat. It's in the bread box, will you?
In the bread box? What's it doing in the bread box?
It keeps the bread fresh. Are you sure this is everything?
Well, I'm surprised there's this much.
Here. Oh, pipe.
Pipes? Yeah, girls don't smoke pipes.
Yeah, here's the bread. If Dottie's father finds out about this, he isn't gonna like it.
Yeah, and don't forget to tell Dottie's father that she doesn't even know what a man looks like.
And that you chaperone her every minute of the time.
I'll handle it. Don't worry. Just get out of here.
You sure this is everything now?
The laundry.
These towels, put them in.
Oh, don't be silly. Girls use towels.
Dropping them off to YMCA.
Oh,
Here. You better hurry. He'll be here any minute.
oh, just a moment. Ow! Oh.
Now, listen. We'll go up on the landing across the street, and then we can see when he leaves.
Yeah. Now, don't forget. Don't let him take Dottie away, will you?
Yeah, tell him anything.
Anything.
How did he get here so fast?
Couldn't be.
Yeah, but it might be. Oh, Patty, dear, and did you hear the news that's going around? Sing.
Going back to where in my heart, back
very pretty. I love music.
Ye gods.
Why don't you knock when it's you?
I did knock.
Well, then don't.
Don't what?
Knock when it isn't you.
What is it, Mrs. Garnett?
It's about the rent.
Oh, the rent?
Yes. I'd like to see Miss Coburn.
Oh, well, I'm afraid you can't. Not now.
Why, isn't she here?
Oh, yes.
You see, she's in her room crying her eyes out. About her father, you know.
Her father?
Yes, the accident.
Oh, yes.
It was an awful shock to her.
The poor child. I know just what she needs. Salt.
What on earth are you talking about?
Just a little bit of Stanislavski. Come on, George, let's get out of here. Oh, Patty, dear, and did you hear the news?
That's the downstairs, Buzzy. You can still make it. Go on up to the roof. How do I look? Don't forget, Dottie, you don't even know what a man looks like.
What in the world have you got on?
I'm feminine. But, Dottie, that's my full woman dress. You know, first act anybody's woman.
That was very feminine, I remember. I hope this isn't the flop that sure was.
Well, too late to do anything about it now. Your father's on the way up.
Dottie, please make him let you stay here. Tell him how much you love it, that you'd be miserable anywhere else.
You need to mention how we have to eat.
Oh, but I do love it here. I don't want to go anywhere else. That's what only put more pathos in it. I love it here. That's better. Now go out and make an entrance when your father comes in.
She would pull a stunt like that. Why, hello, Muriel.
Is this the place, Muriel?
This is a place.
And I do hope this is Mr. Coburn.
Yes,
It certainly is.
Oh, come right in.
We certainly will.
Thank you.
Daddy!
Oh, hello, Dottie.
I don't even know what a man looks like.
What'd you say?
She says she hasn't seen you for so long she hardly remembered what you looked like.
Well, when did you take to wearing clothes like
Oh,
that?
don't pay any attention to Dottie's dress, Mr. Coburn. She was just rehearsing something.
I told you I had a surprise for you, Dottie.
Oh, but you should have told us because we just...
Dottie, don't you think you should introduce us to your daddy?
Oh, of course. This is Kate Benson, Daddy.
I'm so glad to know you.
How do you do?
And her sister Marge. Dottie's
How
told
do you
us
do?
so much about you. We feel that we've always known you.
Thank you. Dottie didn't mention that she was living with such charming young ladies.
I think you'll find Dottie didn't mention a lot of things.
What do you mean?
Well, Muriel has been telling me that...
Yes, where are the others?
Wonder what others?
You know what others.
I haven't the faintest idea what you're talking about.
I noticed that the name card over your bell downstairs has several more names on it.
Oh, well, that's very simple to explain, isn't it, Kate?
Why, yes, of course. Those are the names of the people who lived here before we moved in. We just never thought of taking them off. We should have thought of it. We certainly should have.
At least we thought of everything else. Oh, won't you sit down, Mr. Coburn?
Well, thank you, but I just stopped in to see how Dottie was getting on.
I'm just fine, Daddy.